And it's lovely to meet you both.
Hi, Freda.
Really enjoyed what I've seen of the show as well. And of course, your new faces for this particular season, and you'll play mother and daughter. And the dad, of course, is played by Ken Jeong. How on earth do you manage to get through those scenes without laughing?
Oh my gosh, it's impossible. I think it was one of the hardest thing to do on the set is to keep straight face when Ken is around. Um, for me, at least, he's just hilarious. He's like he cannot stop. Like he's unstoppable. He's a genius at cheering people up, and he's a dictionary. He knows everything, literally everything on earth. And he's kind at giving advice on everything. And I remember it because we were filming during the COVID time, and then he was so generous at introducing doctors, meds, and everything because he's a doctor. So having him around on the set was totally a blessing, and I felt like I didn't have to pay a ticket to listen to Can telling jokes. So it was a huge bonus for me to work on the set with him, and I love him to death.
So, Poppy, was there a time when you found yourself you couldn't stop yourself laughing?
There's definitely a lot of giggles, and I think because we're such an ensemble and stuff, there is sort of like a bit of a like the air in the room every day is like slightly different, or like it's like the kind of thing where like when you're in like class and like the whole class is the case of the giggles, and like you can tell what the mood in the room is. So there's days on set I think where everyone's kind of like hee 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 hee. But I think what's great about the cast is everyone's such a versatile actor, and so we have these like incredible strong comedians, improvisers, but everyone can also like turn on the serious too. And we do have these very elaborate family and relationship dynamics. So like I think the most impressive thing was to watch people like cracking jokes, like making everyone laugh, and then like kind of in like the turn of an eye play a really really heartfelt, like very like truthful dramatic scene. I think Vivian is like a masterclass at that. Like there are so many times when like there's like a close up on Vivian doing like a scene with like John or Ken or someone, and the rest of us would just be like in Video Village, like covering our mouths, like oh my, literally, like we all have so many like screenshots of like Vivian on camera where we're all just like, what in the world? Like this is a movie star.
Oh my god!
But you know what I mean? Like it's just like there is all of that interspersed throughout too, of these like incredible, just heart wrenching moments, or like just like subtlety and nuance and complex relationship, and also just like slapstick humor and like tripping on ourselves and getting cake in our face and whatever. So
But Poppy, like, oh gosh, I don't know what to say. It's like, okay. But Poppy was playing my daughter, and she giving credit to her. She was pregnant during the whole filming, so it's a really intense production for her. The production, our show was getting created at the same time her baby was created.
yeah.
And we were all getting we were very emotional by the time Poppy was so big and ready to pop, and that's when we had to say goodbye to each other. That was a very touching moment, actually.
So the whole idea behind the show is that each episode is a different film genre. So I wondered what your favorite type of film was to watch, both of you. Vivian, what's your favorite?
My favorite my favorite, although my episode was 80s soap opera, which to me was interesting because coming from 80s, I love the 80s. 80s to me meant the whole world. The 80s meant Jackie Chan, Maggie Cheung, Michelle Yeoh. The 80s meant the world. And once I was in the costume with the shoulder pads I was back in the 80s and I felt very comfortable, and it was dramatic. We loved the drama in 80s, and it was comedic, and it was a nice mixture. However, I wished my episode would have been Jane Austen, which Poppy and Zoe were in, and I loved how Poppy was wearing that, the beautiful gown, and yet she had so much emotion. I remember that particular scene where you, Zoe, me, we were in the bedroom. And then you two had this beautiful sister, Jane Austen, conversation, that scene. It was just amazing. It was amazing watching two Asian in these costumes playing Jane Austen drama.
Absolutely. Poppy, very quickly, what's your favorite style of film?
Did love Jane Austen. That was so fun for me. I just felt euphoric. Just the gowns, the petticoats, the wigs, the gloves. I love the theatrics of it all. I love sort of the high stakes of just domestic life so much. But I think if I had to pick a genre for myself, I've been saying slasher film because I think that would be really fun to film.
It's about as far from Jane Austen as you can get.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time. It's been lovely to talk to you. Really enjoying the series as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!